Hi everybody, it's me, LisaT, coming at you with some positive energy, reading The Language of Letting Go by Beattie. So we are reading December 23rd. Ooh, yeah, gotta make sure we're aware that this is happening probably at all times throughout this season. Holiday triggers. December 23rd, holiday triggers. There's lots. And there's some, I know for myself, some are so subconscious. I don't realize it till someone says like, well, it's the holidays, and I'll deny it. I'm like, no, it's not about the holidays. This is it. But yeah, there's triggers, and you know, there's a, you know, over the whole consciousness, like, when the world is going through something like during COVID and lockdown, you know, me and my friends kept reminding each other, like, there's a thing going on out there. Like we're affected by that, by the whole. So with Christmas time, I mean, this is like the most suicides happen around this time of year. Addiction rates go up, you know, treatment centers, all that kind of stuff, because it's a tough time of year for a lot of people. And we can pick up on the collective. We can, you know, especially if, you know, people who are in recovery are typically sensitive people, and we pick up on that energy. We pick up on the collective. So even if we don't think like we're like directly getting triggered, there's a trigger out there that we can pick up on. So there's lots of holiday triggers. Holiday triggers, December 23rd. One year when I was a child, my father got drunk and violent at Christmas. I had just unwrapped a present, a bottle of hand lotion, when he exploded in an alcoholic rage. Our Christmas was disrupted. It was terrible. It was frightening for the whole family. Now, 35 years later, whenever I smell hand lotion, I immediately feel all the feelings I did that Christmas. The fear, the disappointment, the heartache, the helplessness, and an instinctive desire to control. Because that's what kicked in when she felt that as a child, like, oh, this is everything's haywire, so I'm gonna have to control something. You know, a lot of young girls will develop eating disorders because that's a way to control something, because there's a need to control something when you feel completely out of control, when your environment is completely out of control. So, of course, at the end of the fear, the disappointment, the heartache, the helplessness, there's an instinctive desire. An instinctive desire to control. So your instincts kick in and go, okay, I got to assemble something. I got to create some semblance of control so I feel safe and secure. Safe, survival, instincts, survival. How can I survive this? I need to get safe. So let me control something so I'm in control of my safety. Yeah, sad, right? Sad. So triggers, what's a trigger? So when something happens now, but you feel the feelings that from the first time it ever initiated, and if you haven't dealt with your traumas, if you haven't dealt with your triggers, everything that's ever hit that trigger, you're gonna feel it all. You're gonna feel all now. So we gotta deal with this stuff. We gotta go back to when we did feel triggered as a child and resolve that. Go back through our mind and resolve it internally so that we're not triggered by it anymore. Okay. There are many positive triggers that remind us of Christmas. Snow, decorations, silent night, jingle bells, wrapped packages, a nativity scene, stockings hung by the fireplace. These triggers can evoke in us a warm, nostalgic feeling of Christmas celebration. There are other kinds of triggers, though. They may be the less apparent, like I said, they're subconscious sometimes, less apparent, and evoke different feelings and memories. Our mind is like a powerful computer. It links sight, sound, smell, touch, and taste with feelings. It links them with feelings, thoughts, and memories. So we get a sense out here, but then we get a sense out here. We get a sense out here. We touch something, we get a sense there, and we get a sense here. We taste something, we get a sense there, and we're like, oh, yeah, and we get a feeling with it, right? Prickle something, we touch something that's prickly, ow, right? Feeling, so touching and feeling, so senses. So we see something, oh, it's beautiful, I love him, right? So the feeling, we see it, we feel it, we touch it, we feel it, we taste it, we feel it, we hear it too. Nails on a chalkboard, right? That, if you are sensitive to that and I even talk about it, you can feel it, right? So our 5 senses are related to our senses inside. Yeah, so different feelings and memories. Our mind is like a powerful computer. It links sight, sound, yes, with the sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, etc., with thoughts and memories and feelings. It links our senses and we remember. Sometimes the smallest, most innocuous, the most innocuous incident can trigger memories. I remember 6 years ago talking to a good friend when I was like unraveling all this, started like deep trauma therapy. And I was like, oh my God, I'm triggered every second of the day. A door slams, I'm triggered. Someone changes the tone of their voice, I'm triggered. I've had multiple traumas in my life and had to work my ass off to like not be traumatized anymore. But when I first started, I recognized I'm triggered all the time. So, and it doesn't take, like I said, it's a small little thing. A door slams and I get a feeling of fear, intense fear. So sometimes the smallest, most innocuous incident can trigger memories. Not all of our memories are pleasant, especially if we grew up in an alcoholic or dysfunctional setting. We may not understand why we suddenly feel afraid, depressed, anxious. We may not understand. I don't always understand. I'm like, if someone says like, what's wrong? I'm like, it takes me a minute. Like I got to go back and figure out why am I getting so upset in this moment over a conversation, you know, or something being said about the weather or something, you know, like why did that make me, you know, I've got a question. I don't know always why I'm feeling so much all at once, all of a sudden. So we may not understand why we suddenly feel afraid, depressed, or anxious. It's okay that you don't understand. We may not understand what has triggered our codependent coping behaviors. The low self-worth, the need to control, the need to neglect ourselves. There's some core codependency. The low self-worth, a need to control things, and when you start neglecting yourself. When that happens, we need to understand that some innocuous event may be triggering memories recorded deep within us. So recognize I'm triggered. You could, anytime you're like, ugh, and you know right away it's not because of this, or if it is because of this, even like something is triggered. If you're having like a 5 reaction to a 2 situation, then you're being triggered. If something, even something we don't understand, triggers painful memories, we can pull ourselves back into the present by self-care, acknowledging our feelings, detaching, working the steps, and affirming ourselves. We can take action to feel good. Take action to feel good. What can I do to make myself feel good right now? We can help ourselves feel better each Christmas, no matter what the past held. No matter what the past held. We can put it in perspective and create a more pleasant holiday today. Holiday today. Okay, here's your prayer for today. Today, I will gently work through my memories of this holiday season. Gently work through my memories. I will accept my feelings, even if I consider them different than what others are feeling this holiday. God, help me let go, heal from, and release the painful memories surrounding the holidays. Help me finish my business from the past so I can create the holiday of my choice. That's power. That's power. Take care of yourself. Learn what's happening. Learn why you're being triggered. Where did that come from? What memory do I have to, go back to? What can I do? What steps? Affirmations, detaching, acknowledging feelings, and self-care. What of those can I do right now to help myself so that I get to create a holiday of my choice that's not full of triggers and bad memories? It's time to start fresh, start new, because you deserve it. You're worth it. And I love you. Mwah. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Videos are going to be ending very soon on this, but they're going to continue on more amazing energy stuff and other stuff that I'm digging into. So stay tuned. Hit the subscribe so you can keep on keeping on with Lisa G. Lighten up your life with Lisa. Namaste. Love you all.